Yo, 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 yo.
By the block.
It's the motherfucking Good Guys Podcast.
And we're back again.
Episode 145.
Hey, we getting up there.
Almost 150.
Almost 200. Fuck 150.
Dang.
Hey, Slick and Real, man. What it do with y'all?
Welcome to the new year. Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, yeah, no
Yeah,
bullshit.
this is the
First
first
episode of the
episode.
new year.
Happy New Year's.
It's crazy. I don't even think we told niggas Happy New Year last
Yeah, I think we did. We brushed up on it. We was like,
You ain't get no ass yet, step your shit up.
I'm celibate. Fuck these.
Get some money. If you ain't make no money yet, if you ain't get no ass yet.
I'm seeing how long I could go with the, keeping my shit in my pants.
Yeah, I feel
next week this nigga Ace gonna be like, man,
You're out of here.
That's my struggle. New Year's Reza struggle.
rest of struggle.
What y'all want to get into, man?
We gotta start with the situation, the football situation. Damar Hamlin. Yeah, we gotta. It is good that because our show is later in the week, we was able to give it time until we get an update.
Facts. What was that, Monday?
Yeah, that was Monday Night Football. So
Y'all don't know, Monday Night Football kicked off as it does week by week. It's one of them games niggas was excited for too. Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, playoff implications, all that good shit late in the season. I want to say like halfway through the first quarter type shit. I think
it was like
score was like
5 minutes.
7-3 type shit.
7-3, 5 something on the clock.
Not much time off the clock type shit. And routine play. T. Higgins catch the ball. He running. Put his shoulder down to, take the contact. Damar Hamlin tackles him, gets back up. Seems fine, and then he goes back down straight. When I seen that, I was immediately worried. I ain't gonna hold you, like.
So like, did you see it live or like? Cause I saw the replay. I didn't watch it live.
I just turned the shit on. I seen it live, but it was
too
too
quick.
fast to know what the fuck happened.
It was too fast. I was literally watching the game. You know how you watching the game, but you're not really watching it and shit? Had my little parlays and I'm clicking on all the basketball. I roll back. I see all the players kneeling on the field and shit. So I'm like, fuck. I rewinded. I'm like, oh, shit.
So I seen him go down. I seen him get the tackle. I seen him get back up. I seen him get down. I thought it was like a, you know how they do
concussion
when they
or something?
save a timeout or something.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of them situations. Take an injury timeout, get to the sideline type shit. But stayed down. And shit, as time went on, y'all, like, you just start getting more and more worried type shit. They keep going back to commercials every couple minutes type shit.
The scariest thing, I play football. I play high school football. The scariest thing is the football player, bro. When somebody go down and they don't get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the longer that time goes on that they land on the ground, that shit's scary.
Because it's like the more serious that shit.
It's more serious, but especially if it's like a hit, an impact type of jump. Like if it's, concussion type jump, chest with the heart. That shit is scary because you don't know what's going on.
Because it's different when it's external. You can see what's going on.
You can see your leg twisted, your ankle. You can see that. He's like, all right, we need to stretch it. We got to get him up.
We know what's going on. We know what we got to do.
You see him just crash into something and don't get up. You're like, oh.
Yeah, so I think everybody first thought was the Tua situation.
Yeah.
Maybe a concussion. Maybe like he got back up. His bell was rung a little big and went back down. Then I want to say like, because I was watching the shit live, like 3-4 commercials in, probably like 9 minutes into it, 10 minutes into it. That's when they first mentioned that they was doing CPR on the field.
Yeah, and they said 10 minutes.
That's when I was like, oh shit, that shit way more serious than a fucking concussion or something.
Shout out to the Buffalo Bills training staff and whoever resuscitated him because
that's in Cincinnati. The game was in Cincinnati, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, it was in Buffalo.
They took him to the University of Cincinnati.
They said 4 of the worst injuries this year happened on the same field, so I think it was Buffalo.
No, but they said when they took him took him off the field. They ambulance considered University of Cincinnati.
You're right.
Yeah, he went to university.
He went to But I thought they said that their training staff worked on him before they took him to the
both teams did a great job in there, bro. Like, we got just because the NFL has been under scrutiny for handling shit crazy.
Because they definitely they deserve some recognition for that. Because that's a traumatizing situation for everybody involved. Like, you there as a sports trainer.
Stephon Diggs is one of the best wide receivers in the game. One of the best competitors. Like, will talk shit all game. This man was on that zone balling and crying. Like
a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Like the biggest niggas on the teams out there balling.
Yeah.
Like, and that's when I knew, like, yeah, that shit, whatever they saying out there, that shit real type shit.
I know y'all, some people don't understand this life shit, but you getting paid to do something. You ain't trying to die doing it.
Playing the game. Like, let's put
game,
that in this perspective type shit. Like, and it's so much, it's so many layers to this shit. I know we try to stay off sports and shit, but this is like some real life shit that go deeper than sports.
Yeah, it's way deep. It's deeper than sports because honestly, bro, we all play basketball at the rec. We play football out here. We play some people still link up on football fields, Turkey Day games, and play tackle. As scary as it is, bro, that's all possible.
As a like sports historian and shit, I had the thoughts of Hank Gaddis in my head type shit. College basketball player that died on the court type shit. It was one of these situations.
Didn't Ronnie Lott smack somebody and they died, right? Some situation like that. Way back.
Way back in the Lions player, like that.
Yeah, Lions player passed away.
That was way back in the day. Like even the ESPN people didn't even remember that type shit. Yeah. And that shit was it was a wild situation, bro. Like,
everybody just focus on your health.
Shout out
cardiac
to
health, heart health, breathing. Like that's all important.
I want to say shout out to what's the black dude that be on the games, Booker McFarlane. That was his name. Yeah. Shout out to him because when that shit was happening and all the ESPN anchors and shit playing fucking ESPN games and talking about what the implications is and shit. He's a former player, so he basically shut that shit down from the jump. Like I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. He was basically saying, I don't care what y'all talking about up here. I don't care when they gonna finish playing the game. All we should be thinking about is him type shit. Yeah. And that was immediately after type shit. So shout out to him.
But as he should, because I'll be somebody, right? I'll put myself in a position as a fan, all right? I'm watching the game. I got my parlays in, so obviously I'm wanting to win that money on the jump. Personally, I picked a pretty good little spread, so I kind of want to see it play out. But you got to remember, we human, bro. If somebody goes down on that field to pick them up, move them to the side, and complete finish, or just finish the game is kind of crazy. Until you playing the game is crazy.
Shit don't make no sense, bro. And they said they was gonna give them 5 minutes. That shit was crazy to me.
5 minutes, all of it. It don't sound right. You can make, I give y'all 20 minutes. What, to get ourselves together? Like that. It's not.
And then I just kept thinking, like when the two coaches inevitably got together and decided they was not going back out there that night. Just shout out to them for that.
Yeah, and shout out to them for backing up the players. The players said, "Yo, we ain't doing this."
It's like, how the fuck could any real person, human, that I've been in this motherfucker with you since 20 weeks ago. I might not have knew you before that, but I've been in this locker room with you for 20 fucking weeks straight.
Low key going to war for real. Like, you really is.
We damn near brothers in this motherfucker, bro. Like
every year, y'all throwing y'all bodies on the line right next to each other. Every week.
I just watched you get caught, like rolled out of here in a fucking ambulance. I don't know what's going on. I saw you getting CPR. How the fuck in 5 minutes am I supposed to get myself together to go play this same game that just caused that shit?
And to be honest with you, would it even be a worthwhile game to finish?
Exactly.
Meaning
the product on the field.
Right, the product on the field. With this now on everybody's brains and minds, would it even be worth finishing this game?
Chances of more injuries goes up when we start talking about shit like that.
Now everybody playing nervous, people playing scared, people not fully completing their routes. Nah. You know what I'm saying?
Man's not into it, and I think football just physical and shit. But
the NFL that's one of the first times I've seen the NFL actually handle something right. I can't criticize them on how they handle it in no way. I can't be like, oh, they should have brought it back the next day, or they should have 30 minutes later. I can't say no goofy shit like that. They handled that shit. Cause bro, you gotta think about that, man. Family, kids, sisters, brothers, mom.
Moms was at the game.
You know what I'm saying? Mom at the game, like. You gotta think about that, bro. Like, her son goes down, y'all put him on the stretcher and just continue the game. What value does her, what value does he now have to this? And does anybody's son have to this?
Like, while we do gotta commend the NFL on how they handled it, there's also more to talk about there with, like, how they fucking pay these people. How after you out the league for whatever reason.
Insurance and everything.
Yeah, like,
that's a whole nother conversation. Like, insurance on the back. Because while you're there getting paid $1 million, that's cool. But if I only get $1 million because I play a game, I have nothing when I'm retired and
hurt and can't play type shit.
Right. It's not guaranteed. There is a fund that exists NFLPA, there are funds that exist, but is it enough? Who knows?
I want to say people have said there's like stipulations and shit. You gotta be a certain age. It don't hit until you hit a certain age, shit like that.
To me, if you make it to the league, you should be entitled to some form of. Cause that's just wear and tear on the body. So making it to the league, you should be entitled to some retirement. You know
they can avoid all this kickback if they just give them niggas guaranteed money.
That too. That's a big one. See, the reason they don't want to do that because it's incentive and motivation based. They guarantee all your money, then you really ain't gotta do shit. So they look at it like, okay, you gotta still earn it, even though it's on the contract. But that's a whole nother conversation. But
it's like, we don't trust you niggas with this money for real. And while we can't really get on the NFL too much, we can definitely get on this fucking NFL media.
Yeah.
Because, boy, y'all showed y'all ass.
Ooh. Man, they did what crackers and brainwashed individuals usually do. They try to move on with the institution. So they try to speak up for the institution.
Why is that shit necessary, bro? Why do they think it's necessary?
That's the thing. Why do y'all feel like y'all gotta defend, like, the status quo? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta defend, you gotta go back to work. Like, why?
Bro, that shit is a game, bro.
Like, that shit
is a fucking game. And if we want to be real with it, a game that's going to keep going on next fucking week. We could have kept this shit going on next fucking week. Yeah. But y'all, in the moment, don't know what's going on with this kid.
Played it on the in-between gap.
Because whole time, he might be younger than everybody in this room, bro.
23.
Yeah, he's younger than all of us, bro.
He's 23.
So how the fuck do 40-year-olds...
That's like my little cousin or my nephew or my little brother or somebody made it to the league. Like, nah, bro.
How don't they grasp the seriousness of, nigga, we not trying to talk about football schedules right now. Like, Skip Bayless.
It's more than a game.
Let's get into Skip Bayless, man. How y'all feel about Skip Bayless lately?
See, lately, you didn't have to say lately for me. I'm not a huge Skip fan.
I'm not a huge Skip fan, but I fuck with Shannon. I watch the show a lot.
Some people shouldn't be allowed to talk sports to the level that they do.
I believe
because they were never even a good athlete on any level. So why would your athletic opinion be valued?
That's the thing. I get that, but I also get the side of there are people out there that haven't played a game but like knows the game. Like Bill Belichick ain't really played.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. Coaching he's not a coach either. I'm not just talking about players.
You don't do or know.
You're just being involved with the game.
You just want to say some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you play, you average 2 points. Okay, you never coach. You can't have no street ball record out here with nobody like, this nigga
nobody know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, why are we listening to you talk about basketball? Like, what the... Football, you never even said you played football, so why do we even...
Go ahead.
I think it's because he's, like... What's the word I'm looking for?
Polarizing.
Yeah, so, like, in shock value. Like, he'll say something that you...
But he averaged 2 points a game in middle school.
But he adds something to that, is what I'm saying. But his viewpoint on shit, you will never agree. You be like, LeBron's some trash. We all know LeBron is I like that. So, you see what I'm saying? It gives somebody a way to debate.
I don't like that they be having that man up there staring across from a Hall of
Famer, discrediting anything he's saying.
Telling him anything about the game of football, bro.
Shannon Sharp is literally one of the best tight ends, one of the best receivers of all time. And Skip really be across from him acting like he knows more than this guy.
It's mind-boggling to me.
Crazy.
And I get that you gotta do that for the show's sake, but come on, bro.
And they be getting disrespectful. Like, he be having Antonio Gonzalez on that.
That's like Max Kellerman sitting there talking boxing with like Mike Tyson. Like, nah, bro, he got this. Like,
Max Kellerman is a boxer.
He can't talk, but would you listen to him over Mike Tyson?
Nah.
No. Fuck no. Like,
that would be like it's actually even worse than that. That would be like just grabbing a nigga off the street, asking him to debate Mike Tyson against some boxing shit. Like,
bruh, it's not logical in no way.
I'm not even gonna read Skip Bayless' tweet, but it was some insensitive shit.
Very.
I almost gave him the benefit of the doubt in the beginning because he was basically just asking, like, basically how the rescheduling gonna work. Like he pretty much said like this game has to go on type shit.
But did it really?
It didn't. Yeah, like
for our entertainment, Skip. It's not that necessary.
And the thing is, like, And it's just the moment, bro. Like, read the room. This is a real read the room moment.
Like
bro.
shit,
Like,
though.
nobody gives a fuck about this game right now.
Yeah, like shit, though.
Niggas would have sat there and waited however long if they decided to keep playing.
And
like, that's how you know
shit,
it don't
though.
fucking matter.
And that's it shit.
The crowd that actually paid tickets is there chilling. They not tripping. They don't give a fuck if this game go on, but you at home on your fucking couch.
Yeah, just had to say some shit.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. People are, but that goes back to people who just in our society, in our capitalist world or society that we living in. People don't value each other like we should. You know what I'm saying? You see another human go down on the field, you shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, move him to the side. Like what?
Do you know who
like,
Mr. Beast is?
Mr. Beats?
Mr. Beast.
No, who that?
Mr. Beast is like pretty much the most famous YouTuber on the fucking planet right now. White dude. Got like a whole bunch of millions of subscribers and shit, right? He put out a Twitter poll that said basically, say somebody walk up to you, offer you $10,000, say it's shit yours, but it's gonna kill one person. You don't know who it is.
Just random.
And the joint was basically damn near 50-50, like equal. Would you, wouldn't you type shit. And that just goes to what you saying, like niggas don't got a value of life at this point no more, bro. Like,
to be honest with you.
10,000 ain't even a lot.
Whether you don't, whether you know it or not, whether you realize it or not, as somebody who's had $10,000, it's not worth it in y'all life.
It's not a lot, bro.
I'm be honest with you.
I will turn that down in a heartbeat,
yeah,
bro. I don't care who's gonna die type. Like,
if you actually understand the value of life, like what can come from life, and then you've actually held $10,000.
You saying you would give up a nigga life with some money you gonna spend in like 9 months? If that, maybe less than that, depending on the bills you got. Like,
the thing is, we so conditioned in our society and shit, like the country and shit we live in, the times we live in, like people starving, people hungry, that we think that money is now worth more than another person. Nah, not at all.
And I know there's some people out there that think like, oh, these niggas make millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and y'all giving like, bruh, niggas are still human, bruh. And they us, bruh. They came from where we come from. Like, we all wanted to make it. We all wanted to be some hooping ass, balling ass niggas, bruh. And to make it and then almost lose your life on that shit, and people making it seem like that shit matters compared to like, come on, man.
And I'm somebody, bro. I'll be completely honest. Did I want that game to continue? Yes. Did I want the game to continue without knowing if he's okay? Nah, not really.
Like I said, people was excited for this game. This is a big game.
It's a really big game. Yeah, it's gonna be a very good game too. Like, it's been a very good game. Does that mean it's worth more than that young man's life? Not at all. Not in no way, shape, or form. So.
And when you say shit like that, it's like you minimizing his life, you minimizing the other people that you want to go out there and play in this fucked up mind state. Like, you minimizing how they feel about shit.
The point we brought up earlier is like you're treating these guys like they robots. Like they could just delete that from their mind and go perform at a high level. Yeah. Like somebody just almost died a second ago. A nigga that they just suited up with, was talking shit with before the game. They were just like, yeah, bro, we about to crush these niggas today, bro. Yeah,
what we doing after this? Like,
yeah, what we doing after this? And then that man laying there. Like, that's a whole different, like, nah.
Shit is crazy.
See, people ain't never been in situations like that, so they don't understand how heavy that is for real.
I really hope this ain't like a societal thing where everybody, the way it just keeps going like this, because shit, y'all nasty out here, man.
Value of life is real. Yeah. Appreciate that. And for the update, they say he's alert. They took the breathing tube out now. He's breathing on his own. He's talking to his family and friends. He's communicating with his teammates. So
they said when he woke up,
he said,
"Doctor, he said, did we win?" And the doctor was like, "Yeah, you won the game of life." Some goofy ass dude. he thought that shit was the dopest line he could have said right there.
The doctor thought he was George Clooney and shit. He thought he was about to win an Oscar.
They said Damar Hamlin probably looked at his line and was like, "Man, I'm not trying to hear that shit."
Damn, Diggs ain't scored. Like,
at least if I had to go through this shit, at least say we won. I feel the doctor be uplifting, but goddamn, that ain't what I'm.
That ain't what I want.
As a competitor, we happy that he fine, bro. That's what he's supposed to say.
Yeah,
He would
exactly.
wear it like that.
The fact that he even woke up and asked that say he right back to him, I think.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Shannon. Shannon hates it.
I don't think he hate that, man.
Let me phrase it like this. How much longer do fucking Undisputed get?
I don't.
One more year. One more. 2024.
Whenever the contract's up.
Yup.
I still have not gotten into Undisputed.
That's one of my
have
favorite
I
shows.
seen an episode? I've seen it.
You watch First Take?
Skip. I was on First Take. I was fucking with First Take. It's like Stephen A. and Skip, right? I was fucking with that little duo.
They started
But back
blowing
then,
me.
they started to annoy
They
the
started
shit
to
out of
annoy
me.
the shit out of me.
Once they split, I don't watch neither one of them for real now.
So
Like
you ain't even watch like Stephen A. and Max type shit.
I did watch some Stephen A. and Max for a while.
I watched Stephen A. and Max.
But even then, that dude, that nuance blew me because Stephen A. just act like Max don't know nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
started playing with him. Once he started really disrespecting them, stopped coming in to work and shit, and all
it's
that.
like,
I was off that. But
not learning nothing, no sports information no more.
The thing about Skip and Shannon though, I love Shannon Tate. Shannon be having me rolling.
That's the only reason to watch the stove.
When he first started, he was raw as shit. He used to come in the joint with the Henny bottle and the motherfucking do-rag, I think that was the boost engagement. Yeah, they told him chill with that shit. He had to wear the suit and shit. Shannon funny as shit.
It was the backwoods. Yeah,
The
that shit got
backwoods.
ignorant.
Yeah. He had Snoop on there talking about weed publicly. They was out there talking about some.
This is something I haven't seen enough people saying, and I feel like it needs to be out there. Do y'all think that this shit is all fabricated?
What you mean?
They do what they even the heated ass moments they've been having about real shit is fabricated shit to
boost ratings.
Yeah,
I think it probably is. No. I will say this. No, this was not fabricated. What Ray was talking about earlier.
The Tom Brady shit.
The Tom Brady shit. Cause Skip really be dick riding Tom Brady, and he'll really like what Shannon said was a real shit. How you gonna disrespect your co-host, a whole Hall of Fame football
co-host.
Player?
Like not no scrub.
To dick eat Tom Brady, who probably might not have never met this guy. Like,
yeah, he felt that in his soul.
That's crazy.
He took his glasses off and everything. I saw the one tear like from Glory and shit.
You've been working with alongside this nigga for 2-3 years now.
It's like you taking this personality.
A Hall of this ain't no scrub across from you. This is one of the best receivers ever, and you disrespected this man for a dude you ain't never really met.
And let him get Antonio Gonzalez on that motherfucking journey. He be disrespecting the shit out of Shannon Sharp. He be like, this man's way better than you.
He do be doing
that. He ever could be.
He only averaged 2 points a game. That's why I say certain people you really shouldn't be talking sports with, because the fuck, we both better than your bum ass.
That's exactly why I said
that's always my response.
I don't talk sports on Twitter.
He better than you, nigga.
Exactly
we both better than you.
You be talking basketball.
I think you said that though.
You be talking basketball with a nigga on Twitter. You go to their picture, they ain't never fucking dribbled a ball in their fucking life. No athletic.
Can't do a crossover. Can't do a step back. Can't do a hezzy.
Man,
oh my god,
that should be pissing me off, bro.
Pull up brick,
especially Wizards Twitter, but we ain't gonna get into that.
Oh, we need to. We need to get into Wizards Twitter. Fuck.
Did you ever watch Undisputed? Like, not faithfully, but like back, like a couple years ago.
I watched Undisputed more than first.
You remember the first co-host, Jenny, right?
Yeah.
You remember she got into it with Skip? And she got fired.
Yeah. That was around the time he was calling Mike McCarthy fat.
He called Mike McCarthy fat. And then she was like, she started basing him and shit.
Yeah.
She never came back after that.
Oh, the white girl.
Yeah.
I forgot about
like, that is a stupid thing, Skip.
But she wasn't really a basketball or a sports mind. She was just
wasn't meant for that though. She was just meant to moderate.
She be like Molly and shit. Even Molly kind of good at it though. Like.
All her job is
set it up for real.
Exactly.
Like, what we talking about today?
You gotta know something about sports. To me, if you can get paid to talk sports, there's so many women that know sports, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't give me one of them dumb blondes that don't know shit.
I feel like the judge that be on.
Come on, like
what's his name? Colin Howard.
Yeah.
There's so many women that actually know sports. Why we paying one of these dumb blondes and shit? Like what the fuck?
Joy Taylor.
Let's get the last sports thing out the way. And it's not even really sports, but y'all know who Dana White is?
Yeah.
Dana White,
UFC,
head of UFC, main nigga in charge of UFC type shit. That nigga, he's white. This is fucking amazing because nobody's talking about this shit.
Yeah.
And it's crazy coming off just seeing how we react to certain shit versus how we react to other shit. Dana White was at some fucking public ass place, like a concert or some New Year's party or some shit, and he was recorded putting hands on his wife.
Oh shit!
Like open hand.
Wow.
On camera, clearly him. He did that shit, and nobody talking about it. They got a fucking event tomorrow, probably, and nobody talking about this shit. Nobody saying he needs to step down from UFC. He needs to apologize to women everywhere. None of the Kyrie energy. None of
the energy for men of color.
Exactly. None of that shit. He just chilling on the pile of money.
He does.
And I just thought that was interesting.
Very interesting.
I think he put out a statement and said there's no excuse for that. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing he said.
But we also talking about a nigga that gave Greg Hardy a job.
Right.
Greg Hardy lost his job in the NFL for domestic violence. And we know the NFL track record with shit like that. They really don't give a fuck.
Right. They're really shitty. So they for them to actually have to get him out of there, I mean,
Greg Hardy really must have did some shit.
Got him out of the NFL, and he went over to the UFC for multiple fucking fights on TV, pay-per-view. So that's just like, just interesting.
To let you know. Let you know the mindset right there.
Yep. Let's get into some fuck shit, man.
We just wanted to bring that up. We didn't really have no points.
Yeah, no, I think the point makes itself on that one. Mm-hmm. What we gonna get into first? This LA law.
We got any more sports? Let's run through the sports since we there. But
I think that's all sports.
That's it? All right, LA law. Let's do that one.
LA is, I think, introducing a law saying that, oh no, this is Louisiana, not LA.
All right, cool.
That's the state. Louisiana is introducing a law that's going to require people to put in their ID to view adult content, meaning porn, fucking, you know, R-rated movies, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Absolutely.
You do?
Yeah. Shit is too accessible to kids these days, bro.
I agree with that.
I feel it. I feel it.
To have to put in all your ID information every time you want to watch.
Yeah, that will blow the shit out of me because I'm the type of nigga, I lose my ID. I be mad as shit, bro. I'm trying.
I ain't gonna lie. If I could just put in my driver's license number real quick, that's maybe all right. Even then, that's
maybe
still
what if it's just a one-time take a picture? Maybe you gotta get an account.
That's
on
what I'm
these,
not trying to do.
Make an account.
I gotta be honest. Hold on.
Nah, I gotta make a porn account. Now I gotta make a porn account.
Is crazy. Wow. That's really crazy.
Now they got my ID on file and shit.
To keep taking pictures of your ID and sending it to all these different companies is even
because you
wilder.
I mean, but everybody got their one website. We all know that.
Yes, but it's not a good idea to keep screenshotting your ID and send it all over.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea to do that.
For sure. There gotta be some type of like system with the shit where it's a little better. But
you just input your driver's license number or something, maybe. But that shit.
Don't OnlyFans you gotta put your ID in?
You do. That's a little kind of different. You gotta prove that you're an adult. Like,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that would be the same point though, right? That's more so you're posting.
But that's it. R-rated content. That's like movies and shit. So if you want to watch, watch the Terminator.
No, it's not R-rated content. It's adult content.
That's adult. Oh,
that's adult.
You only
so
say
like
porn.
Yeah,
it's only porn.
Yeah,
if it's only porn, then
alright, cool.
Okay. But if you talking all explicit content, like if you want to listen to fucking
that's goofy.
You want to listen to Gucci's new album? You gotta put your driver's license on.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, I can see them putting that in place on like these streaming services and shit.
Oh, streaming services, yeah. If you're talking Netflix and your card information is already there.
Fact, so you might as well you can do an ID real quick, and I think you can do an ID if you want to get your little shit off. You know.
I'm not logging into Pornhub if I got.
If I got to put my license and shit, I got.
You better hope you actually get bitches, cause
the real thing better anyway, man. And that it could be like a deterrent.
I can't. It's definitely a deterrent.
It probably will wean some people off of porn. Like,
it's definitely a deterrent because if I gotta go like this next to my ID into the phone, yeah, nah, bruh. I just like
this. It's an addiction.
You take a picture with the ID.
It's an addiction at that point, bro.
I guess it's really me.
Then you lost your damn mind if you're sitting up there on porn websites like this.
One day Pornhub just motherfucking email your ass like, you know I got your shit.
You got a problem if you sitting there like this, cheating on the Pornhub with your ID.
Send $20 every month.
Kind of scamming ass.
Blasting your motherfucking picture out on Twitter for every day a week.
That shit crazy.
The blackmail would be crazy.
The scammers is what? I got a picture of this nigga's face and his ID right here cheesing like.
You know, Pornhub ain't got no cyber security department, bro. Like, what the fuck is we doing, man? That shit gonna be crazy.
Not a good idea.
Motherfucking state-sponsored porn websites.
That's dog. We don't even want to get into that.
Where we going with it, yeah? I want to get into Gabrielle Union.
What she do?
I don't know where this was that she said this shit, but apparently she said in her first marriage she felt empowered to cheat because she paid all the bills. Basically what these niggas be saying.
Nah, that's not a good.
It's not a good way to think.
It's not a good way to think at all. If you're actually in a relationship with someone and you feel like, yeah, because I spend more money than you, I can do what I want. I'm not being in a relationship with you.
That is how a lot of people think these days.
I'm not. That's not a relationship. Like it's like a business.
That's ownership.
It's ownership, right? It's like a business partnership. Meaning, okay, I own more of the percentage of the company, so I can do what I want. Yeah. That's what that is. That's not marriage. Like that's not love. That's not a relationship. Like, nah.
You're right.
That's G shit though. Cause like if I pay the bills, yeah, it's saying nah. I'm just playing with you.
I feel like it, and I also feel like this is only an uproar for men. Women don't give a fuck.
Yeah, women,
they with that shit. But.
She can say that all she want, and then 1,000 women.
But it's the other way for women.
You gotta understand, if you a dude paying all the bills, you might be like, yeah, I can tell my wife whatever. Like,
it's dudes that feel that way. That's what I'm saying.
But most of them be dickheads.
For sure.
Whole ass.
For sure. But that all comes down to like what you willing to put up with for some money.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, I couldn't be the superhead husband. I couldn't be Gabrielle Union. That couldn't be me, bro.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't give a fuck how much money you spending, how many of these bills you pay.
It's times in life you gotta pick what size of the bill you want to be on. You want to be a superhead husband, or you want to be the nigga calling superhead. I want to be the nigga calling superhead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bro, if my wife is leaving out of here at 3 in the morning to go naked, nigga, that's
crazy.
That feels entitled to because she pays the
like,
bills.
yeah, what you doing? Like, fuck that. I'm just being honest with you.
Shit is insane,
That's
bro.
crazy.
As a man, how you just sitting at home knowing you know, like you don't know.
She took a plane.
Man, look.
She called flight. You probably dropped her off.
It's fucked up because that fucks up the whole dream of dating up, y'all. Like, because why the fuck would I ever date up financially if that's what's gonna happen?
All that's gonna happen.
But I'm never letting somebody pay 100% of nothing.
Yeah, I don't even, bro. It's a no for me, dog.
Yep.
Would they be saying? What if she told him not to go to work? What if she told him to take care of
all that's fine. All that's cool. When you say because you pay more bills, that means you make all rules.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That nigga probably
that's a parent-child relationship. That's not a
gave his whole life up to motherfucking move to LA or something. She talking about
now your ass basically a fucking slave.
Stay-at-home
slave. Stay-at-home slave. Go drop the kids off.
Run my bath water when I come back.
Make sure the meat thawed out when I get home.
I ain't cooking, nigga. I'm paying the bills. I ain't cooking, nigga.
A house slave now.
That's tough.
I know them gutters ain't hooked up.
Fuck that shit.
Get that ladder, nigga.
Hey.
Because like it's like when you talk about a relationship, you do things for your partner, but that's not the notion. The notion is they're paying more, so they make all the rules. I don't know about that.
Do what they want with who would they want?
I don't know about that one.
I love it. If that shit work for you, cool. But clearly,
I used to really look up to Gabrielle. Not look up,
but I get it. I respect Gabrielle.
I used to like Gabrielle.
The older I get,
she like, what the fuck? Like
the older and older I get, and the more bullshit I see, bruh.
We used to like Gabrielle Union. She's with the Nia Longs of the world. Like, man, you like.
You made some questionable.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, God, fuck. But can't judge, I guess. We all do things when we young. Yeah. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
That's getting what's Prince versus Prince. Let's go with that.
Oh yeah, my boy Harry got them hands.
All right, so Prince Harry is the dude that's married to Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Right. What's the other name? Prince Charles. Prince Charles is the other one.
That's his cousin or his brother.
I think it's like his older brother, right?
His older brother.
All right, boom. I guess Charles came through, made some disparaging remarks about Meghan Markle. Apparently, he said she was like difficult, hard to get along with, shit like that. Like real, real British insults and shit. Real British insults.
You're surely difficult. Go ahead.
And then your boy Harry just hauled off and hit him and punched him.
That's my boy.
Hit him and pushed him, he said.
He snuffed that nigga.
Yeah, I was like, sounded like he got one off. He dazed him a little bit, and then he pushed him like, nigga, yeah.
He snuffed that nigga, yeah, go ahead. And that's his big brother.
Crazy, because Prince Charles is like fucking 50.
No, he ain't. Yes, this nigga like 30. No, he not.
Yes, he is.
He just look like that?
He just look like that.
Nigga.
He like 35.
Harry is like 35, 40
Yeah.
years. The older ones are all like bald already. Like, they old wrinkled.
He's kind of bald. He's like 41.
Yeah, they all getting bald and wrinkled already.
He's 41, and he probably did that 3 years ago.
You just be saying shit.
Look this shit up.
Perfect segue. Y'all stop just making shit up because you wanted to be that. Like, what the fuck?
I know what I'm talking
He's
about.
not 41.
This nigga name even Charles? Prince Charles comes up the old ass 70 years so
that's his father, nigga.
Alright.
This is his father.
The third, the second.
Nah, it's
no, his name's fucking William. We just saying right.
That's why. Okay, so Prince William might be 40 something. How old is Prince William?
That's what I'm about to look.
I know Prince Charles was old as shit. That's why I'm saying that. Prince William, he probably younger. I don't know. I don't remember him.
Yeah, that's his son.
Either way, that's a funny ass.
Yeah, he snuffed it.
That's a funny ass.
He said that nigga 60. Go ahead. And we hit his father.
He's 40 even. That's insane.
40, that's a good call. Why when men run shit, we go back to fighting physical and shit? When the queen, they wasn't never touching it when she was
shit, they was killing shit.
No, I'm talking about them when he tough.
Oh, yeah,
like fist fighting. You ain't see it.
They was sharp with the words.
Man, nigga like, what?
What you say about my shorty?
I'm about to say, it's a Will Smith situation.
He stood up for his shorty, and she mad as hell. So I ain't mad at him not one bit.
Will Smith,
he did what he was supposed to do.
Use your hands.
He said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth."
Knock his older brother out too. Like, nigga, you gonna stop playing with me?
We
ain't low no more.
That's family business. I ain't go.
That nigga said we ain't low no more, dog. Shut the fuck up.
That's the little brothers.
Yeah, and everybody knows at some point, as a little brother, big brother, you gotta prove that. You gotta do it. You just got to.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Nigga, I ain't 5 no more. Nigga, I ain't 10. Like, the fuck?
I know
they only 2 years
shit.
apart too, so they probably always used to go at it.
I know William probably mad as shit. He like, why you snitching, nigga? This is straight up. Ain't nobody do shit.
I mean, while we on Harry, we can get into him saying he might have been a little bigoted.
I mean,
we already knew that though. We already knew that the royal family is
like he probably came up learning some fucked up shit. His mother was Princess Diana. She probably would have taught him like the real, but she wasn't around.
If you know a little about the situation, Princess Diana was in the dating black guys. You know, that's why they kind of got her out of there, and whole other nuances to it that I ain't about to bring up. But yeah, Harry's reason he's married to a black woman. Now, right, he probably learned some shit growing up, but the rest of that royal family was definitely not
awesome. It just wasn't a surprise to me type shit. Like, okay, somebody from the royal family had some prejudice beliefs.
Yeah, if you ain't know that, that's actually a thing. Like that most of the royal family was this way, and like Princess Diana was this way.
Oh, let's get into your boy.
who is your boy?
Racist.
Doogie Howser.
Who is your boy? Who is Doogie Howser? I heard that name all the time. What Doogie Howser do?
Doogie Howser was it was a show back in the day, Teenage Doctor and shit.
Okay.
I'm talking about your boy. I'm talking about your boy, Dr. Love. Dr. Lonnie Love.
Dr. Lonnie Love. The Love Doctor.
Yeah, this nigga just keeps popping up, bro.
This little nigga crazy.
Insane.
First of all, at 17, pretending to be a whole gynecologist.
Oh, yeah, that was insane.
It's sick.
The people believing that you was a fucking gynecologist.
I didn't realize a 17-year-old was playing doctor. Like, it's crazy.
Like, these niggas really giving me the gloves.
Like, hey, they just really letting me do this. Like, A 17.
How does that even work? How do you get into an office, first of all? Yeah. You realize I made a resume,
like,
niggas thought you was 35 or some shit? Like,
you're like, yeah, they sent me here from Chicago and shit.
I need that nigga do my resume.
No boy.
So what he get locked? What he get jammed up for this time?
Oh yeah, so that was just the backstory.
That's
Dr.
the backstory.
Love is the kid that scammed and somehow became an OBGYN.
I don't know that. Yeah,
I forgot what his punishment was for that, but I'm sure it
Clearly wasn't enough.
We're probably gonna use him as the picture for this week.
So he is headed back to jail after pleading for 2 more years after pleading guilty to stealing over $10,000 from his employer by having customers send payments to him and not the company.
In other words, fraud.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different than
Grand
the first.
theft and fraud charge. He's 25 now, so you know had to step his game. Nah, this might be like a little under that.
It's under. That's why I say it's different.
Yeah,
That's why it's different. That's a little under. That one is
out there.
Say, let me get some blue collar crime under my belt.
Yeah. That's. I'd rather you doing that, I guess.
Was a salesperson for a company.
How much was it? It was 10,000.
Yeah, well, say more than 10,000.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, damn, you only got 10, man. Caught your ass.
It say he was a salesperson that connects shippers with trucking companies. He decided he was going to run it up, report show, instead of having customers make payments to the company, he had them send monies to accounts he controlled.
He's like, yeah, send that shit to my cash app, fool.
I will pay me right quick.
Well, will he ever learn his lesson? What's fucked up is if he applies himself into some real shit, he can be successful.
We said that shit at 17.
Nigga,
when Slim was 17, and he had a whole doctor's office going. We was like, damn, this nigga could do something.
Like, there's no way you don't know like something that can be productive to the world, bro. Like,
go ahead.
More
niggas.
power to the nigga, man.
That's why girls like niggas. Niggas.
I feel that.
What NBA Youngboy, yo? Actually, let me ask y'all a question.
What's up?
It's NBA Youngboy. Y'all think he's the greatest rebrand of all time?
If it keep going like it is, absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking with Youngboy. That's I like
Young boy,
that.
bruh.
You see the growth.
And this what I like about it,
and
bruh.
shit.
Because I put this on the list because
Yes.
look, he just did. We talked about the shit last week. He did the toy drive with niggas he used to be beefing with and shit. Then he fucking invited random fans to his house for a fucking snowball fight. That's a fucking...
That shit you wouldn't expect a young boy to do.
Hell no.
At 19, at 2021, you wasn't going to see that.
He wouldn't even do that with his homies prior.
But that's real life, though. You see the maturity and the growth. You know what I'm saying? All right, life is I see, like we were talking about a minute ago, the actual appreciation for life, the value of life. I feel like you're starting to see that now. And most men, as you start to get older, you start to see it.
And I fuck with it even more because usually we see that shit happen with rappers, like they get older and they more so on like they decline type shit. This nigga is in the middle of his ascent.
Oh yes, shit. Absolutely. Him and Youngboy can go to a whole nother level.
For him to get on his mature shit, put shit behind him early, while he on his run type shit, I fuck with that, and I think it's going to do wonders for his career.
It's one thing you gotta understand, that anger and that passion, right? When you directed that shit into violence, that's one thing. When you take that anger and passion and direct that shit into constructive things, bro, you can do a lot. Bro, you can do so much, bro.
Yeah. So shout out to NBA Youngboy. I hope he keep it up. Fuck
absolutely. Shout out to Youngboy. Shout out to you, shorty.
That's why that shit last week with Soulja Boy was so fucking funny, bro.
That's why I said goofy. Hope you don't play that shit no mind.
Bro,
don't play that shit no mind.
Why are you even doing that, fool?
If anything, Soulja Boy should be on that wave. You know what I'm saying? You should be trying to network and work with the nigga on that. Like, that'll help your brand. Stupid. Like, niggas be dumb.
Stop the violence. Want to talk about Tay K next while we on that?
Yeah, let's go talk about Tay K.
Did Tay K just get sentenced? He been sentenced.
He been sentenced,
right? He got 55 years, right? I guess he was just tweeting the other day. He says, I bet if I was a little white kid, they wouldn't have gave me no 55 years for a crime I was alleged to play the most insignificant role in when I was 16. They would have rightfully argued that my mind wasn't fully developed and gave me rehabilitation and a second chance at adulthood. One of my co-defendants was a white girl who was 16, just like me. They didn't certify her as an adult, but they certified me and Pimp as adults. Pimp got 30, I got 55. She ended up getting 10 years probation without no deal. That girl home right now.
And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I agree with him. I'm gonna give him a mature perspective and say the situation, what they did was so brutal and shit. That's why the penalty was so heavy. But he made a good point. They were 16 years old. Be honest with y'all, they didn't know no better. Like most of them involved, they didn't know but so much better. I ain't glossing over it. I'm not trying to justify.
No.
Like for his for the family of the victim, I'm not trying to you know what I'm saying? On some maturity shit, they were 16. Like so 55 years is like you know what I'm saying?
Damn, this whole fucking life.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. And I'm also want to direct this to like any young niggas that might be listening type shit, cause I feel like older niggas don't do as good a job as we could of showing this side of what niggas could get into.
Yeah, talk about that. You hear the violence, you hear that aggression, you
hear the money side,
pull up on do this,
get all the good shit, all the shit that we glorify.
When you talk about that's the glory. The money and shit is one thing, the drugs is one thing, but the violent shit, when you talk about doing certain shit to another human, you exterminate human life. That's the one thing, bro, you can't come back from.
Start getting into the value of life conversation.
You can't come back from that in two levels. On the universal level, thou shalt not kill, especially from no stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, we already know the laws out here. Murder is murder one. You know what I'm saying? And on two levels, you know you just like fucked up. And it's over some what?
Dumb shit.
Come on,
I just feel like niggas need to do better in teaching and making motherfuckers realize that the shit come with consequences, bro. Like,
definitely do.
For everybody involved, and it's consequences that you don't want. That jail shit is not cool, bro. Prison is not cool.
Nobody.
Bro.
The reason he's maturing and he see this now because he know, bro, I'm not trying to sit in this place for 55 fucking years, bro. Like, for a mistake I made at 16, when that man's 60 years old, he is nowhere. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure he's not. He'll be thinking the same way he was at 16. Sure.
And it's fucked up that it takes for you to take a life and go to jail to realize that, but that's how it happens sometimes.
And that's to be honest though, a lot of that comes down to our society, bro. When certain people talk about the music, that's what they talking about. Cause somebody like Tay K, bro, he grew up on that. That's all he knew. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was taught to push. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was taught to create. He became successful. He became famous pushing this. So how you tell a 16-year-old, yeah, you wrong? Yeah. If that's what the fuck people love you for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Eating off that shit. At 16.
His case is an even more interesting one because he really didn't even get to eat off of it. He was on the run.
Exactly. As soon as he started blowing up, he was on the run. Exactly.
Then he got locked up, and it's like, now you using the money that you is getting for, like, commissary. And that's
a very good point.
We just gotta do a better job of teaching these young niggas, bro. Young niggas gotta do a better job.
Because they ain't even just young niggas. It was females involved in that too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. It
wasn't just young niggas. We love to just put on young niggas, but it were girls.
It's everybody.
The youth. Like, certain shit ain't what you think it is. You think I bet I'm about to do this shit and get my credit for it. Nah, you just caught 55 years for it, Slim. Like,
or you don't even think about how serious the shit is.
We didn't even get to make it to 18. Like, you know how your 18th birthday, you know, your 21st birthday, you could buy liquor. They ain't make it to that. You know what I'm saying? As far as being able to go to the liquor store, being able to go to the strip club, like, never really got to do that. Like, can't even fuck that. You couldn't even go to the store and buy cigarettes.
You ain't even get the like, and just for real.
Like, you see what I'm saying? 16, you might have hit a few little young Jones, but you ain't
get the experience nothing for real, bro. Like
that shit. And it's a mistake you made. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, like, when you do certain shit, bro, you can't act like, you know, nothing supposed to come from it. But he made a very good point.
Yeah.
55 years for something like that is kind of.
What y'all want to get into next?
I don't know. prayers for that whole situation still. Years later, the situation already is what it is. Just think about that. For anybody, that's just a situation you use as an example for your own personal life and the people around you. Because that situation, unfortunately, is not likely to change. It's not. If he could try to go for an appeal or something, who knows? But it wouldn't be no time soon. At very best, you talking about top at 55 down to maybe 25, but you see what I'm saying? 25 years, nigga. Shawty was 16. He's gonna do more time in life. I mean, more time in that prison cell.
Then he lived outside.
Outside.
And that's not even to talk about what comes.
I don't
when
care
you
what
get
nobody
out type
tell
shit.
you. That shit is not cool. It is not cool to have to sit around grown ass men for years at a time. You ain't even touch a female, let alone speak to one for real, face to face. Like, shit is not cool. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. We're gonna move on. Y'all just think about shit, man. For sure. Think about that. Wallow, last time, Wallow 267 made a couple years ago. He made that post and he was like, when he first got out, he was in that joint, and the old dude asked, he had a conversation with him. He was like, so what did you do? He was like, armed robbery or whatever. How long did it take you? He was like, 5 seconds. He said, how long you went here for? 20 years. He said, so a 5-second decision cost you 20 years
of your life.
Like, 5-second window. I understand how fast that is. You talking about a 40-yard dash in the NFL. You talking about a route, somebody throw the pass. You talking about bringing the ball up the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a 5-second window, you threw 20 years away. Like, you gotta think about that shit. That's it to teach your son, teach your nephews, teach your kids, teach yourself, teach everybody, male or female. It ain't just for niggas. Because you, as a girl, you can be mad at a nigga, do some crazy shit. Is your 20 years of your life worth this nigga?
We've seen shit like that too.
You know what I'm saying? Is this nigga worth 20 years of your life? Fuck no. Fuck out of here with this nigga. Real shit.
Where we go from that?
Be real. All right, this is the last point. If you Tay K, it's 55 years of Tay K life worth the person that they did that?
Fuck no.
Come on, Tay K. And so you can't blame Tay K now, but the other Tay K's out here growing up and shit. Think about that, bruh. Think about that, bruh. Like, if you got the potential to be something monumental, you gonna throw it away for some goofy shit? Think about that, bro. I'm 29 years old, so I ain't with that young dumb shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Think about that.
I don't know if this serious or like some jokey joke shit. I'm gonna see where y'all take it. A dude in the Philippines, I think it's it.
All right, sounds some jokey joke shit.
Jokey joke shit.
Yeah, I bet.
So we say Philippines.
Yeah, I bet.
Ecuador.
Even better.
Man out Ecuador, right? Apparently, he's going through the process of changing his gender so he can win a custody battle for his 2 daughters. I'm gonna show y'all a picture.
They do say women win the custody battles more often than men. So.
But you're battling a woman, though.
50-50. That's what the playing field.
That's what the playing field.
So
Bruce Jenner did it.
This is a picture of him. Grown ass man. He look about 40, 47. That's how old
He looks like
is.
a middle-aged woman.
And if you can see, this is his ID, and now he has it changed to, I guess that's like Ecuador for feminine. It's a feminine.
What's his name? Is the name the same?
Ramos. Sal.
Hector, like shit.
Oh, they ID's a little crazy on the fucking. But yeah, that shit says he's a female. I'm with the nigga, man.
Nah.
I'm with him?
I'm with him.
I'm not with him.
I can see him on the weekend.
Okay, let me get this point. At least I can see what the weekend is.
From what I read, right?
Friday.
It don't say nothing about a surgery. It don't say nothing about him.
Then how do you have what?
The same way they doing it.
It's in the sex change.
Don't ask me, bro. They do it though.
They just chop the shit off?
No.
If you get a sex change, it has to be some type of operation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't.
Nah, you can't just throw a wig.
You can't just say I identify as female.
Caitlyn Jenner still has a penis.
No, she.
No,
Yes, she
I
does.
thought that was gone.
No.
Bro, that's gone, bro.
Nah. He just
got man position.
He just walking around in a wig and titties.
There's interviews of him saying I'm not doing that yet.
So
he might do it.
He did,
but he got titties,
But
right?
I thought he did it though.
So he's just walking around in the weed.
Either way, yes, that's what it was for until he did that shit. So you can have a situation where you start the process.
We gotta edit. We gonna start editing again. We gotta start doing edits and shit. What?
So what happens is you start taking hormones and shit. That's the beginning of the shit. You can start taking the hormones without.
Okay, I understand that, but.
And I can change my ID and do whatever the fuck else I need to.
I'm sorry. I'm
not doing that for my kids, bro.
I'm not doing it for my kids. I love my kids. I'm not doing it for my kids.
I'm not doing it.
That's disrespectful to women, bro. Women really go through shit in this world, bro. And you tell me you gonna take some pills and say, yeah, I'm a woman now. Are you fucking serious? Like, you ain't even gonna actually chop this shit off and like do the shit.
You ain't got the guts to go through it.
You gonna take some vitamins and shit.
I respect it, bro.
That's kind of fucked up, bro.
He's using a loophole in the system.
Did he even get custody of him?
He's still going through the court battle.
Oh, come on. Now, I need a later report. I need a whole Maury update.
I fuck with the attempt.
I don't know, man.
Because this is why I can't like condemn the shit. Because I always wonder, like when a nigga got money or some shit and the baby mother putting him through whatever, I always wonder, why don't you just get your fucking kids? You got enough money to take your kids in, nannies, all that good shit, and good little upbringing. True. But niggas don't do that, and I always wonder why. This nigga is going to the extreme.
Yeah, that's too extreme,
bro. And I gotta respect it.
I'll go make some new kids. Fuck that.
To get a sex change in order to win the custody battle, so what do you do? Just change back after?
No, who is it? They're like, ha-ha, I fooled you.
They just got two moms now. Like, what is this?
Go ahead.
He might be like, I'm 47.
And then that might explain why they get a divorce. Like,
this nigga was on some weird shit back then.
I don't know, man. I respect the attempt.
Nah.
I think so.
And if you're willing to go this far, it has to be something that you try and keep your kids away from.
No. I think the opposite.
Yeah.
There might be a reason why she's leaving your ass.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think she's going to win that.
I want to hear more of this guy's story. That's all.
I do hear you, but I think she's going to win that.
Yeah.
She seems like a normal person. You're doing sex changes and shit to win. Like, she hasn't, like.
Nah, bro. It's enough for me.
It's enough for me to be on the same page with this one.
I think it's just a man using a loophole, bro. Because he's saying
that's a loophole, like.
Nah, because he's saying the law says that one has the right to be a woman. So I'm using that right to say I'm
fine.
a woman.
I'm not going against none of your human rights. I'm sitting here saying when you talking about in order to win the custody battle, you gonna go through an operation.
No, but the fact that he's making that the point when niggas is asking it about him tells me that he's just he went through all the scenarios and this is just what he came up with. Like, all right, you want to play this court game? We gonna level the playing field.
Fucking crazy guy.
Yeah.
Look, man, he's extreme. I
think that's why women win most of the custody battles.
That's how he thinking.
That was your logic, fool.
That's exactly what he
That was
thinking,
your logic
bro.
right there.
Y'all win most of them joints, so I'm gonna go ahead.
What if you do all that and you still lose?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if the judge side with the real mom and they ain't just
then now you just a female?
Now your son looking at you like.
Yeah, bro. You Miss Doubtfire and shit.
Hey, yo, you Medea. What the fuck, Dad? What the fuck going on?
I did this for you. I did this for you. That's what you guys say, man.
Good.
I don't know if it was worth it.
Look, bro.
You gonna go home that day, look in the mirror, and you gonna be like, damn.
He still looks like a grown ass man. No, that's what y'all missing.
This nigga big mama and shit.
Bruh, they are amping this shit to the extreme. This dude looks like a regular 47-year-old.
Big mama is crazy. This nigga stupid shit.
Dude still got a haircut and a suit. They talk about
Flashlight, big mama.
Go get your kids, bro. I'm with you.
Baby.
Hey, bro. Man.
Oh my God.
I'm siding with the mom.
Yeah, the original mom.
Which one, bro?
The original mom.
Natural mother.
The one that pushed them motherfuckers out.
Side with her on that one for sure. I don't even know if he should even be raising the kids anymore.
No
like
bullshit.
what?
If this is your judgment,
Nigga, what else are you doing in the house? Like, You wasn't do this in front of the court. What are you doing in the home? Like,
what are you doing in private? Go ahead.
I just want to know what the other ideas was before you got to this one.
bruh. All good questions.
Like,
Questions that need answers.
what was he like? Nah, that's stupid.
What was your? No, that's too much. Like, that's too far. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think when they say, yeah, you gotta chop that joint off, he was like, yeah, that's too much. Yeah, I'll just take the pills.
I'm gonna just.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Next topic. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
That shit need to be on court TV, man.
I'm telling you, boy, I had my popcorn ready.
Alright, speaking of this, have you heard about the world's first robot lawyer?
What?
Apparently lawyers.
What the fuck?
Apparently they got robot lawyers now. I don't even know how that would work.
What? The first case he doing is gonna be like a traffic ticket though, so some no
Slight
risk.
shit.
Not gonna go to jail. Might be a little fine.
Nigga go get 30 days just because you got the nerve to show up there with
That
a
motherfucker had a glitch and just.
All right, so how?
Start
Okay.
cussing out.
Hold on, let's get on some logical shit real quick. Funny but logical. How does this work?
No.
You know what I'm saying? How does it work?
It don't
Same
work.
thing as Siri, basically. It's
Okay,
like you
for
put
the-
the algorithm, man. You teach them all the law
Who
shit.
put the algorithm? Okay, when they program it.
Yeah, program.
The world's
put-
smartest lawyer.
Like you got all the lawyers.
So when
look,
you go to trial, I'm saying, so do I type in what happened in my case?
well, we got like speakers and shit. You talk, it listen and reply to you. It might take a little while.
See what I'm saying though. All right, for my case, right? If I just got into a car accident, and I was drunk, right? So I have a robot lawyer, right? What did they input the
This
charges
nigga was
into the
drinking.
robot, and the robot just come up with a defense?
Yeah.
Do I talk to the robot and say,
I
yeah, bro, I
think it's
wasn't
like
even
a-
drunk for real?
I was about to say, I think the
Like, how
robot
does it
comes
work?
with an
Like-
actual lawyer type shit. So you talking to the actual lawyer. The lawyer inputs the shit to the robot.
So am I paying for both of these niggas?
Right.
Yeah,
I would have a lawyer.
absolutely. Or they probably starting it as like a public defender type shit.
These niggas going to jail.
I was thinking about this shit,
I
right?
ain't trusting no robot public defender. Futurama, like no.
I was thinking about this shit like
Bender ass nigga. Fuck. Like
You
you're
know,
guilty, that motherfucker smoke your ass. Like,
it's basically impossible to beat like a chess robot type shit, right? Like chess robots have gotten so advanced that it's basically impossible to beat the best ones
get
type
that.
shit.
But,
So I'm thinking if the shit already got all the information, all the laws, all the like what they call them shits, but like it's a case before, so we using that now. Precedents and shit, they know all that. I mean, if we can get a serious situation where you actually replying to us, I might can get off on
that's
some shit.
scary. It's scary on a number of levels because of one.
The robot prosecutor gonna be
This man,
crazy.
what's going on my
That
ass?
robot prosecutor gonna fry your ass. It's gonna print out the one loophole that your ass did. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't pay attention to this shit. Oh, he also didn't pay his shit. Like,
shit
Nah,
That
his
shit gonna
robot
do like
gonna be
some-
more updated
No,
than
That shit
mine.
gonna do like some AI Photoshop shit, put you at the scene of the crime.
now imagine.
all types
see,
of crazy shit.
You know why I don't like this though?
I swear to God, I wasn't
What's
there.
next? Robot judges? No, that's a robot
Fair and
overlord.
unbiased.
Nigga, that's a robot overlord. Nigga, fuck no. Nigga.
Guilty. He gonna have a glitch one day.
You got robots deciding your fate? No.
He gonna have a glitch
No.
one day and just say
Fuck
guilty to
no.
everybody.
Fuck no.
Put
Like,
it on court TV. Man.
have any of y'all seen iRobot? Like, what if...
I'm telling
You
you.
gotta show me this shit first of all. Like, is it just gonna be a computer screen or is it gonna be like a robot nigga sitting?
Does it just produce some sort of defense and shit? That's okay.
That might be alright too.
But,
That might be the way right there. Not just read this shit off like, yeah, the robot say. There's no way, man.
but it's like if you ever got pulled over by the police, right? So say they pull you over and be like, yeah, your seatbelt was off, but your seatbelt was on. How do you tell the robot, yeah, the papers say the seatbelt was off, but I actually had it on? How does the robot say, oh, that was a racist incident? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That was, oh yeah, he was black.
Look,
Clearly, Your Honor.
I don't even know how you build an algorithm that knows any of this shit. So,
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't trust it.
and speaking of these algorithms and AIs and shit, we have some fucking AI putting niggas in jail.
What?
A facial recognition tool identified a black man as a suspect in a theft in Louisiana.
Bruh.
He was arrested 3 states and 7 hours away from the scene of the crime and spent nearly 1 week in jail. But there's a big problem. The man has never been to Louisiana.
Exactly. I was just about to say something, bro. We talking about robots and shit. You can literally upload a face to a robot and just say that person's guilty. And now the robot thinks that person is guilty. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like artificial intelligence. You can create a face and just say, yeah, that person's a villain. And now the robot's going to always pin that person as a villain. Like, why the fuck? That's not smart in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's not logical. That's not even like actual human law, giving a person a chance to like have a second chance. Like, what the fuck? That takes that away, damn near. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Somebody stole $10,000 worth of Chanel and Louis handbags, based on an algorithmic guess of what his face looked like. What does that even? So what they had like CCTV partial footage, and the shit just put a face together, and they was like, yeah, that's him right there.
That look like that nigga.
And they ain't. He's from fucking 10 states over, but yeah, let's go get him.
Let's go get him.
That's some frame shit. That's like that Meek Mill shit. But
that's
him down the street. Like,
picture niggas kick down your door and be like, yeah, we taking you to Louisiana. Like, bro, what? I ain't know. What? Fuck? Louisiana. I love the Saints.
Man, go ahead.
Yeah, crazy situation. I think he's out. I'm sure he's out. And shout out to the money he's about to get.
Lawsuits. Shout out to that. What else we got? Give white people hell day. What is that about?
You know what today is?
Give white people hell day?
Do you know?
It's January 6th, man.
Oh shit!
So I hope y'all.
I'm not making a holiday out of January.
If y'all ran into some white people today, I just hope y'all gave them an extra dirty stick or something at least. At the very least, bro.
I'm not making a holiday.
I did run into a white person today, and they were really, really.
That was last year. Damn, that was last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
The mayonnaise was tripping that day. No, what the fuck was in the egg?
Trump.
Y'all put mayonnaise on y'all burgers?
Wendy's does.
That's a weird thing to me.
Nah, I mean, that's what it's...
I don't like, no, give me ketchup, you can do mustard.
Mayonnaise is like
relish,
a
whatever.
base.
I want mayonnaise.
I'm not doing relish on my burger.
What? Mayonnaise on a hot dog. It's pickles. Same thing.
Hot dogs, I like...
Relish, I like relish better than pickles, personally, but...
Yeah, I'm not doing pickles.
How the fuck we just...
I saw mayonnaise on a burger.
It just threw you off?
Yeah. Like,
how?
Who the hell does this?
He like, this is some
Put some mayonnaise
white
on a burger.
foolishness.
The Baconator got mayonnaise on it.
Yeah.
What's Baconator stuff?
Yeah.
Why would you put mayonnaise on that?
If I'm at the crib, probably not.
Why mayonnaise on a burger? Like ketchup makes sense, mustard makes sense, honey mustard.
I think it's like a base type shit.
Hot sauce makes sense.
And so the burger ain't just dry.
I just gave you so many other
options. Yeah, I gave you so many other options.
I'm not putting hot sauce on my burger.
Hot sauce is...
No.
You putting mustard...
I'm not putting
mayonnaise on it.
I'm putting mayonnaise on it before mustard. You wouldn't put
hot sauce?
Yeah. Hot sauce is a sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
Undercover brother card, I like.
Mayonnaise is not.
I only use hot sauce if I'm eating like fried fish or some chicken or some shit.
You're supposed to have a little water so you squirt
hot
sauce.
Like,
mayonnaise don't taste like shit, so it ain't like it ain't that, you know.
Damn.
That should not be a problem.
That's why I
what be throwing me off though?
Doesn't add to it.
I be seeing niggas use mayonnaise and bacon, and I know mayonnaise is only fucking eggs and oil, so it's like you can do that, I guess, but it looks so.
What you mean in
disgusting.
bacon?
Baking something like cakes and shit, like sweets, and people do it. Like it makes sense because it's just eggs and oil. But I don't know how we got on the Food Network, but what else we got?
I think that's almost
it. The fucking trains. We can get on the trains and get the fuck out of here.
How much train?
We don't have any high speed trains. Y'all know why? Because of the airlines. Apparently. People have been trying to get like high speed bullet trains, you know, the trains that can get you from here to fucking New York in 30 minutes type shit, or here to LA in like a couple hours.
Right, yeah, man. Bullet trains.
Right. But people are saying that the airlines are lobbying against it because that's going to cut into their money. They even said that Southwest in Texas.
We got to talk about something. Go ahead.
Was saying, if y'all build a bullet train in Texas, we not even going no Southwest planes at all coming to Texas.
We got to talk about that because that's something that our society, specifically America, has a huge issue with, and nobody regulating or doing nothing about it.
And people don't even realize how that shit stifles.
Right. I was just about to say, you got major companies stifling progress. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like growth. Like our country is dying day to day, right? A bullet train that's running off of electricity is almost exactly what we need. Mm-hmm. So, and then you got people like Kobe Bryant, how he passed away. You got situations like 9/11. It's much safer to stay on the ground and be able to go very fast across this shit than to be up in the air.
When do you ever hear of a fucking bullet train derailing or some shit? Like, it's very few and far between.
And not to say then
you telling me I can work hours away and get there in 30 minutes and come back home in a good amount of time?
You tell me I can have a job in New York and come back to D.C. in the same day.
Exactly.
Like, how amazing that would be. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And just like you said, the progress of it, bro. As a society, we should be looking towards bettering this fucking country instead of just being on the same shit since the fucking revolution and shit.
Bro. Stifling human progress should be illegal.
Facts.
Like literal, like human evolution, like us developing our society, that shit should be illegal. Companies have been doing that shit for the last at least hundreds or more years. Like, that shit should be illegal, bro. Just on some real shit. Like actual human progress. Like, that should be some damn near treason and shit. Like, the fuck? That shit's crazy.
Yup.
That last thing, let's get into this TikTok challenge.
Please.
We gotta talk about it.
This is the TikTok challenge that people are going around recording themselves going up to somebody and being like, oh, somebody famous that you fucking love just died. And then recording the reaction type shit. This is the weirdest fucking TikTok challenge. Why are you killing people off? Yeah, playing with death has always been like a weird thing for me.
That's out. Right? Playing with death is out. I just seen some states talking about banning TikTok, and this is why. This is why. Like, 'cause as a platform, you shouldn't even allow stuff like this to become viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be real quick to take down certain explicit content or music or whatever. But when you see a challenge going around and somebody doing some very sick shit, you don't never take it down. And I know y'all catch wind of it. Like that shit's crazy. Like,
it's super weird. Like,
playing with, like you just said, playing with death, and like to walk around and say, yeah, your favorite celebrity is gone now. Like, why do you think that's funny?
Cool type shit.
Cool, funny. Why is that? Why does that become viral? Why do people watch that?
And then if something was to actually happen to that person, you would feel terrible. Like shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that shit is just like...
It was even weirder to watch the little famous kids do the shit. It's like, you probably know these motherfuckers personally.
Personally, like shit. Hey, wild shit.
Yeah, man. Teach your fucking kids, man. I think that's the lesson.
I was just about to say that.
I think that's the lesson of this week. Like, teach your fucking kids.
Pay attention to what they watching. Make sure they ain't watching a bunch of bullshit. And if they y'all teach them why that shit is wrong. Like, that's not funny. Like, that's very weird. Yeah. That's goofy shit. Don't let no weirdo teach you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things you got to learn. Like, teach your child. There are people you want to learn from, and there are people you don't want to learn from. Mm-hmm. I don't want you learning from the little weird-ass, goofy motherfucker that want to teach you some sick shit. That Momo type shit going around. Like, fuck that. Now Momo Pixels. Shout out to Momo Pixels. Whole different. But yeah, had to stamp that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got for you, motherfuckers. Hope you enjoyed it.
Happy New Year.
Good guys.
A lot of content. Filthy animals. Filthy animals. That's a good episode, man.
Episode 145, man. We out this bitch.